we are back for another week of Life in Spanglish. Hi, honey.
Hola.
We're both using neutrals today.
Yes, we are.
Yes, neon is a neutral, in case you guys didn't know,
Mhm.
and so is animal print.
I like that animal print. It's not too Peg Bundy of you.
Oh, thank you.
It's nice and light, like subtle.
Yeah, thank you. This is like grown folks. Like, this is like a grown folks jacket that I'm wearing. If you're not watching us on YouTube, don't pay us any mind right now. But you know what?
But they can go look on YouTube and see
Yes.
exactly what it is that we're talking about.
Totally. We are recording all of our podcasts now for you to enjoy. Maybe like if you're at work, you can listen to it or watch it. But I wanted to talk to you today about the thing that's been on my mind. I cannot sleep. I have been thinking about it nonstop. And I want to know what your opinion is, because I feel like this might just be me. Okay.
What is it? The Rona?
No, girl, Love is Blind. And I'm not even kidding you. I am so torn up about this one moment. Did you watch the entire season?
Of course. I even watched the finale.
Okay, me too. Okay,
The,
good.
the reunion or whatever it's called. Yeah.
I didn't even know if you had watched the whole thing, but I was like, I'm just going to.
I finished it. It didn't have enough drama for me, but
I
whatever.
agree. Okay, but was there one moment, and I'm springing this on you. So
I know what you're going to talk about.
What?
Are you going to talk about the wine and the dog?
No.
Okay.
No, that
All right.
moment was uncomfortable for me. Yes, it
Okay.
was a little cringy, but I want to know, what was the one moment throughout the entire season that made your jaw drop on the floor? Because, like, I'm not, you know how there are some people who watch television and they're animated and they're like, oh, you can hear them in the next room. I'm not that person. But are you? Okay.
Yeah, I want to watch. I want to record myself reacting to shows because I'm so crazy about
you
it.
and Ashley would be great at that. You and your best friend Ashley.
We probably would.
Yeah. So, like, was there one moment that you can think of? And again, I'm sorry, I should have prepared you for this, but I thought I'm going to ask Honey, okay? Was there one moment throughout the season that made you just, like, your jaw drop to the floor? What was it?
When Giannina told her man that she wasn't really feeling it when he was putting it down.
That is exactly the moment. I'm not even kidding you.
Me too. I said, bitch.
I was like, that is cold-blooded.
It really was.
This
it really
hoe
was.
went for it. And
she didn't care.
And by the way,
Latina,
I didn't mean
by
to call
the way.
her a hoe, but yeah, total freaking Latina move. Well, that dick ain't good. Okay,
I was shocked. I was like,
dying. Okay, that was like a jaw dropper moment.
It really was.
And
I had to go back in my memory bank, and I'm like, when was I really shocked during this show? She really went there. But I wasn't even mad at her, because here's the thing: if you're missing something in the bedroom but you're not saying anything, how's your partner gonna know?
Girl, how do you ever recover from a statement like that?
As a man?
As anyone, if your man says it to you, like,
you gotta go in there and put it down and be like, let me throw it on you the way it's never been thrown on you, and you're never gonna say that ever again in your life.
No, okay, so here's what I'm saying. If you guys watch Love is Blind, no, because you know why? Here's the thing. You cannot fight dirty in a relationship that is long term.
You cannot. That was like a low blow.
That was the lowest blow. And she's like, have you ever noticed that whenever you say I was the best in bed, that I never say it back?
Ooh.
And I was like,
I loved it though.
That is all the way.
She's crazy though.
Yeah.
She'd be like, listen to me, motherfucker. I'm like, Janina, I thought I was bad.
No, totally. I know. And she is like here's the thing. The podcast is called Life in Spanglish.
Yes.
But when I think of a stereotypical Latina, she is it.
She's it. She's so cute too.
She's adorable.
She is.
She's really so cute. She's so put together. She's got like, you know, I felt like she had really cute fashion compared to the other girls.
She did. And her extensions got better progressively. You know?
I did notice a track one time.
Yeah, when she was like in them cubes, the hair just wasn't being tended to properly. But once she was out in the street, she was
taking care of her business.
Her mother though.
I mean,
typical Latina mom. When they,
yo te dije que no, que dijera que no, and I was like, oh my gosh,
the mom was really crying.
Her mom was pissed. She was like, I told you.
They were Venezuelan, right?
I don't know what her background is.
They were from Venezuela.
Okay,
but then her father, his name was like Giovanni Palacci. I don't know, so she might have been like Italian and Venezuelan.
That's what I thought.
But she was definitely. Oh yeah, she was Venezuelan. She said she sends the care packages back.
Oh, that's right.
Remember?
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
And then who was the other dude that was hanging out? Is that her mom's new man?
That was her mom's new man. Okay. He had mad opinions. I don't know why, because her real dad was there. I'm gonna need you to chill out, sir.
Her real dad reminded me of my tío.
He looked very stoic. He was like,
he would just sit there and then he would do like the whole eyebrow raise. Like, you know which one I'm talking about. Like, you know, like when the older man in your family just sits there with his arms crossed and just raises his eyebrows.
That was Mark's
like,
dad too.
Oh, what?
Mark's dad. Remember when they worked at Mark's family's house?
Yes.
Mark's dad didn't say a word.
He did not say
He was
one
another
thing.
Latino on the show.
That's so true. You know what? And his dad was just I will tell you this.
What you gonna say? Hispanic parents really don't be with the shits. They're like, who is this? And
I know.
why are you marrying them from behind a wall?
It made me think of the way that I'm going to be as a mother. We're going to get on that in a whole second. But I want to go back to the whole Gigi thing where she like totally puts her guy down.
Uh-huh.
I said to my husband.
I've had bad moments like that, though. I'm not going to lie to you.
Where you just word vomit?
Yeah. And then I'm like, why did I say all that?
Oh,
like,
but I've had those moments too. I don't think anybody's immune from that. Because I'm not going to sit here and tell you I didn't say some like nasty shit to Mark.
I think back to it and I'm like, why?
And you regret it.
Yeah, I really do. I'm like, wow. And you know what? It's crazy. Sometimes as women, we tend to think like men don't have feelings.
No, they
and
do.
That
Sometimes they're even more sensitive.
And that they're not going to get hurt by the things we say. And we say these low below type of things. Like my favorite shit to say is like, I don't need you. I'll be fine without you.
Ooh.
Like that's like my favorite. Well, I haven't done it in a while, but that used to be my go-to.
It's been 6 months. No, I'm messing with you. No, but you know, that's the thing. If you're really truly in a healthy relationship, okay, which again, I'm not an expert. I don't know. I go to therapy all the time, but this is just what I hear. Okay. They say that if you're in a really healthy relationship, that your intentions shouldn't be contemptuous, I think is the right word. Like you shouldn't go after the person to hurt them. You should be communicating with them. Okay.
Yeah.
So in the past, in other relationships, I went there. Like I would go there. But because I'm with Mark now, I feel like if I said something like that, that's like the point of no return.
Really?
For me personally, I feel like if he were to say something like that to me, how do you ever not get that out of your head when you're like banging it out? You know what I mean? Like, or you always have that like insecurity in the back of your mind, like I'm gonna blow his mind tonight. And meanwhile, he's like not interested, or vice versa, like what she was saying to him, to Damien.
Yeah, when it comes to sex, you have to be like so careful with the things you say and
because
how you approach things.
That you are literally on stage on that bed. Okay?
And sometimes if you out here slacking, Carolina, you need a little refresher course or something. You know, somebody's got to tell you. Somebody's got to tell you, like, listen, you out here just laying like a starfish. I'll be checking for your pulse. Like, is this bitch alive?
Is that even possible for us? I don't even think so. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I don't know what you do, but I know I'm
Carolina's like, I'll be going in.
I need to make it worth it. No, but it's so true. Like, if you think about it, the physicality of a relationship, that would be so hurtful. Like in the back of my mind, if I were Damien, this guy, I would never be able to think of anything else while I'm in bed with this woman again. You know?
That's a fact, but that also probably, maybe he just wasn't putting his best foot forward. Maybe he needed to go in a little harder.
I don't know. Poor white boy. I feel so bad.
Well, listen, you won't be crossing over to the Latina side. You're going to have to put it down,
That's
okay?
Right.
We're not trying to have no softness. Like, you know,
No, it's true though. I think that maybe she got, and then if you watch the reunion, you can see that they're actually kind of happy together.
Yeah.
I mean, I think to me it looked like they were happy, but I feel like she had a lot of work to do. I feel like he was way more emotionally mature.
Yeah, she kind of acted a lot like a big baby, you know, with her antics.
How old was she? 26?
Yeah, like the way she behaved. She was kind of like, she's really cute though. I love her.
She's very cute. Now let's talk about Mark and his mother. Now, Mark and his mom, I could feel the pain.
What were they? Were they Cuban?
No, I think they're Mexican.
Yes, they were Mexican. Yeah.
And it made me think, fast forward 10, 15, however many years ahead, what kind of mom am I going to be when my sons bring home a young lady?
I never liked to meet moms. Never. That was never my thing.
I have got to be honest. I could feel like when she said, you know, give me the glass of wine because I am the queen of the house.
Yeah,
and
she had like a different glass.
Shit.
She had like a different glass.
She was like letting everybody know that like she basically lifted her leg and peed on the table. Like, and said, this is my territory.
It is.
You know, which it should be. But I don't know. I just felt so uncomfortable.
I don't know. I feel like you're going to be like the friendly type of mother-in-law. Like you're going to kind of like, if you like the girl, I think you're going to like kind of be cool with her.
You know what? I'm an open book. Like I wear my heart on my sleeve. I think it would be really difficult for me to like hide my feelings.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Well, if it's the right one,
Yeah.
I can see you being like the cool mother-in-law. Like, I'm
Yeah.
with your mom. Don't worry
No,
about it.
totally. And you know what? I do look forward to that since I don't have girls. Like I want to have a relationship with my son's future wives, whatever they choose to do,
Yeah.
which, I don't want to, speak for them, but, whoever they decide to love,
Yeah.
I want to love that person.
Whatever you do, Carolina, just stay out of their business. That's the only reason I really, truly love my mother-in-law. This woman meddles in nothing.
Really?
She's amazing.
Wow.
Just
You're
for
very
that.
lucky.
I am very lucky because I hear of people that their marriages end because of their in-laws or their families, the other person's families. So.
Yeah, I'm not the one. No, we established that very, very early on. And I'm very fortunate too, because like there are stereotypical, like, you hear like, oh, you have a Jewish mother-in-law. And truthfully, she does. I mean, I think location also has a lot to do with it
Oh
because
yeah,
she
that
lives in
does.
Florida.
She can't just pull up on you.
No. But I mean, it's very cool.
Doing spot checks.
Oh, please.
Somebody hasn't been dusting. Imagine that.
No.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
And she can find plenty of spaces with dust mites in my house because that place is like lacking right now. But anyway, I wanted to like pop that on you
and here we
from
are.
the very beginning. So
We're
here
connected.
we are. Now, tell us about this because you were saying how you didn't want to shave today.
Oh my God, it's crazy because like one of the first things that are on this list of topics that we can talk about is do you shave? How often do you shave? Or do you judge people that don't shave?
Yeah.
And it's crazy. I looked at my legs this morning. I was like, should I shave today? And I was like, nah, I could go like one more day or 2 more days.
I don't know what it is. I don't shave as often as I probably should. And you know what I get? I get those little like just down on the bottom. I don't get it all throughout my legs.
Oh, okay. So you just get like longer hairs at the bottom of your leg?
Yeah, just a couple of them. So then I have to just do like a little quick like
You
spot
know what's
check.
crazy? The other day, I don't know. I guess I haven't looked behind my thighs in a very long time. I had the longest hairs behind my thighs. I'm like, what the hell is this? How long have I not shaved these hairs back here?
We need some laser hair removal up in this piece right now.
Real talk.
For real.
But I'm one of those lucky girls that I can shave with no problem.
Yeah, but
like
it's
I can shave dry, like nothing happens. Like some of my friends.
Oh no, I will get those bumps.
No, a lot of my
skin.
friends have like very sensitive skin. They need laser or they need sugar wax or they need this. I can actually like go like this and shave my legs dry before I go to the beach and nothing happens.
Do you get waxed or do you just shave?
No, I just shave my legs.
I used to get waxed when I lived in Hoboken.
It's very expensive, $50 a leg,
Oh, for waxing?
Yeah, before my wedding, I was like, I'm waxing everything. The bill was like $250. I'm like, what the hell just happened?
I only did my mi flor, like my thing, and I don't know. I was just so uncomfortable having like another woman all up in my business.
I'm sorry, I
just
can't.
Taking that like what is it called, like the tongue depressor, and she would like put the tongue depressor like on one end, and you're just like, all right, this is a little too intimate.
It is. It is. Other than my OBGYN, I just don't want anybody down there doing all types of like situation.
Exactly. No, and then they're trying to have a conversation. So what are you doing tonight? I mean, I don't know. You're about to rip my hair out of my vagina. I'm like not comfortable talking right now. Can we just hold off on this conversation?
Not some of my friends. They go like every other week. I'm like, but where are you going? Are you shooting a porn? Are you going on vacation?
Yeah.
Why are you always waxing your vagina? I just need to know this.
No, it doesn't need to be that. Like you don't need to keep the maintenance every 2 weeks. It's very expensive. Just so you know, this is just our opinion.
No, for real.
There was an article from Medium, okay? And it said the 5 lessons every adult should have learned by now. So I wanted to run these by you to see what you think and whether or not you disagree or you agree. Okay, so the 5 lessons every adult should have learned by now. Number 1 was adulthood is about give and take, and you get what you give. Do you agree?
100%.
Yeah.
It's just whatever energy you put out is what you give back. If you're successful, in my opinion, if you are successful, that's because you worked hard at it. If you graduate top of your class, you studied your ass off. If you get a bigger paycheck, you work more hours. Life is just about what you give is what you get. I'm 100% on that.
What do you think about relationships where somebody gives their all and they don't get that back?
Well, that's when you're out here dating the wrong person, because there'd be some shiesty individuals out here talking about, can you hold a little bit of money? Can I hold your car? Can I do this? So
you gotta wake up a little bit. That's the only thing that I thought of when I read this
relationships.
In the relationship angle, like you can literally give somebody your all, like Mariah. And then they just take it. But you know what I'm saying? So it's like
I know what you're saying.
I think it is about give and take, and I definitely agree with you about like the success portion of it because, I think that there is a reality to people's careers. We talk about this a lot on this
there
podcast. There
definitely is.
But I think that the people who grind and the people who are spotted around the office all the time, the people who are the most consistent, or the people that other people can rely on, I think those are the ones who get ahead. And so I do
it
think
shows. It
you
definitely
get
shows.
you give.
And not to say that some people aren't working hard and aren't trying their best and still aren't getting to where they need to get to. But if you fall back, if you don't work hard, if you don't grind, if you don't hustle, you're minimizing your chances even further.
I think we both agree on that one. So number 1,
100%.
we're in on. Number 2, networking is the world's strongest currency. I'm terrible at networking.
You are?
Terrible.
I'm really good at networking.
You know what it is? I just don't put myself in the positions or the situations anymore where I should be networking.
Is it because you're so busy with other things?
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. There's
or is it because you feel like you're at a certain place where networking is no longer necessary?
No. I agree that networking is essential if you want to get ahead. My issue is time. So, for example, there is something that's happening on Thursday night. There is a PTA meeting at 7:00, and I had written it in my calendar months ago because I wanted people to see that I was involved or that I cared about my kids' school. Honestly, because they only have these damn meetings at 9:30 in the morning, so working moms cannot attend these meetings. So when I found out they have one night meeting,
you were like, I gotta go.
I said, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Sure enough, this event is on that night, and so I responded to the person. And I said, I'm so sorry, I have a prior commitment, even though I know it would be really beneficial for me in my career. I personally made that commitment at the beginning of the year, and I said, I need to show my face. I need to be there. That's what's important to me. But I do think that networking is important. I just don't think I'm really great at it at this point, at this stage of my life right now.
Yep, that's because you have other things going on.
Yeah.
But networking is really important. Like I sometimes, let's say on Sunday, I met one person and they were like, oh, I'm doing an artist showcase. Would you like to be on a panel? I was like, sure. That's a gig. Then I met someone from New York One and they were like, oh, we want to come up to the station and do a piece on Power 105.1. Sure, let's do it. I exchanged information with both of them. And now we're going to do a piece for New York One and I'm going to go get a bag.
That's incredible.
But it's crazy because it happened because I was talking to the people. It happened because I was networking. I could have just easily just walked by and not even engaged the people. But I was like, hey, hi, how are you? I'm Honey.
Yeah.
Who are you here to see? Da-da-da-da-da. We just talked a little bit, chopped it up. And then the third person I met was actually one of the people from BET that handles casting.
No way.
And they were like, come up to BET this week so you can meet a couple of more of like the head of casting. That was all on Sunday.
Wow. And also, I don't want to blow up your spot, but Honey's going to be on Love is Blind season 2.
You
didn't? No, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
Listen, I want to be on The Circle. That's what I want to be on.
I haven't watched it. Don't tell me one thing about it because I want to see it.
Can you please watch?
I will. I promise you.
So we can
I will
talk.
Watch it. Yes,
but
so
networking is very, very important and it can get you a lot and it can get you very far in life.
The one thing that I'll say about networking, and this is something that please, I know what your reaction is going to be. Nobody believes that a person that works in our industry that has the positions that we have, I am surprisingly shy. It is difficult for me. You just said that you went up to these people and talked to them. I would literally be in a room with people and wait for other people to either introduce me, to talk to someone. I don't know. I just don't have that boldness. And it's not that I'm shy, I'm a shrinking violet or I'm a person who's a wallflower, but it's just, it takes a lot for me to initiate that conversation. I get that social anxiety. You know, that's tough for people to
know what's prompted me to initiate conversation and introduce myself to everyone in the room. I don't want to be viewed as an antisocial or rude person. I never want someone to leave here and be like, I saw Honey German, but she didn't even make eye contact or she didn't say good morning. So as soon as I see a group of people, regardless of who they are, they could be. I'll be like,
that takes nerve.
I'm like, hi, I'm Honey. Hi, I'm Honey. Hi, I'm Honey. Who are you here to see? Where are you from? What do you do? How can we help? But I do it more to cut out the whole being perceived as
the impression that people might have of
giving,
you
giving off a bad impression
Yeah.
by not engaging or by not saying good morning or not saying hello to people that are in the same room as I am. If it's a party, I'm not going far and wide to talk to people at a party.
Right.
But if we're all in the studio or in the lounge,
no, that definitely,
yeah, definitely.
Yes. But at parties, I find that it's very difficult for me to network for that reason because I just get that social anxiety, and I'm like, I don't know, oh my gosh, they're probably talking to someone. Am I going to interrupt their conversation? I'm too in my head.
It's hard, and my sister has the same issue. and she's a beauty influencer slash blogger, and when we go events she kind of like tends to like not work the room, and I'm like, you better work the room.
That's an art.
I'm like,
honey.
That's the owner of this, that's the director of that, and she can get you a job over here. Engage all three of them.
But I feel Bella on that one. You
know, sometimes
you
what's the
need
point of
that
coming then?
outspoken person, but sometimes you need that outspoken person because it's not like you want to miss the opportunity,
Yeah.
but you also like you have your own reservations. That's why I say it's like I always get criticized rather, because people are like, there's no way you're shy, and I'm like, well,
there is a way that
no,
you're
there
shy.
is, I mean, and you have to honor what people are feeling.
They are strangers at the end of the day. It's not like these are people that you know and that you're comfortable with, and you don't know how you're going to be met. Like,
exactly.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
I'm just a risk taker. Trust me.
I know.
I just be like, let me just go for it.
I love that about you.
Tell me fuck off. I'll be like, peace.
I wish I had that element. Like I wish I could be that way.
I'm going with you to the next networking event.
Oh, please.
We're going to introduce ourselves together. Hi, we're Honey and Carolina from Life in Spanglish.
Yes. Okay, number 3 is respect is far more important than anything else. I 100% agree that respect is far more important than anything else. As an adult, these are the 5 lessons every adult should have learned by now. I think respect, it doesn't matter if the person's older than you, younger than you, has a bigger position, is an intern. I think that respect is a universal thing.
It is, yeah. Respect is very important, and it sets the tone for relationships, whether it be working, whether it be family. As long as there's respect and you know how to, set a boundary, like, okay, I'm not going to disrespect them by doing this, or I'm not going to take this because that's disrespectful. I'm not going to. Your life will be much, much smoother if you put respect in like a high regard when it comes to like the elements of your persona and how you move. So I agree with that.
I think
100%.
3 and 4 go together though, because being kind to people will get you much more than being better than them. There are a lot of people in this world, and my mom will say, "Ay, es tufosa." Do you know what tufosa is?
Tufosa? No.
Alguien tufo, como like tienes una nariz para arriba. Like.
Oh, we say that. Like, we say that. Ella tiene la nariz para. Yeah.
Yeah, like somebody who thinks that they're better than everyone else, or like looks down on people. You know what I mean? Like
they're
why
stuck up, kind of, sort of. Yeah.
Stuck up is a better way. I was looking for the word. Thank you. Yeah.
I don't understand those people. Well, me personally, like I'm mad chill. Like I have like 4 friends at Starbucks. I just on Sunday I made one of them a patelón because she's pregnant. She was like, "Yo quiero un patelón de plátano maduro," and I trekked on a damn train with the patelón for like my barista at Starbucks.
That is so sweet. That's thoughtful.
But it's like I have made it a mission to want everyone to feel important and everyone to feel seen.
Yeah.
Because New York and the world and a lot of different things makes, some people feel unseen. And I never want to be that person that feels like I'm better than, like I tell people all the time, we're all the same. We just have different jobs.
Totally.
If you kind of like put that into your mind, then it will allow you to be a kind person, not to look down at anyone, not to feel like you're better than anyone. And it makes you feel good. Well, at least for me. Like I ask people, I engage them, like, what do you do? Where do you work? Oh my God, that should be so fun. No matter what it is, people want to be seen. They want to feel important. They want to feel validated. And if you can take the time to just engage someone and make them feel like they matter, it goes a long way for the other person. Yeah. Not so much for you, because what really do you get out of it? But it makes them feel a lot better.
You might make a new friend, or you might, you know what I mean? Like,
I make friends all the time.
I know you have many friends. You have many, many friends. But you know what? It's funny because I was talking about the about politics with a dear friend of mine, and this friend is Caucasian, and she said she didn't understand. She was like, why are they like going after this type of voter, or because I said there's
you were breaking it down
votes,
for her,
and I said right now primarily, and this is not an endorsement, or I'm not giving you guys any idea of what my affiliation is, but I was just explaining to her why Biden and Bernie Sanders are looking for the black vote, why they're looking for the Latinx vote,
and that's dope. That's really responsible of you that you can actually speak on those type of topics, because a lot of people are lost. They don't understand what's happening. And I was trying
to explain it to her, and I just said to her, I go, look, I said, I think that now more than ever in this world, people want to be acknowledged.
They do.
You want to be recognized as having a voice. And I think that that's kind of what number 4 is talking about. Being kind to people will get you much more than being better than them. It's like, for the longest time, you've had all of these minority groups having people say, we're better than you. We know better than you. We can tell you what to do because we've experienced this, where now we're using our voices and saying, no, we have a choice.
Yeah, we do.
We have a voice. And actually, it's becoming the majority rather than the minority. So there you go. I'm off my soapbox, but there you go. So, and then finally, 5 for the 5 lessons every adult should have learned by now was people in power are rarely the types of people who deserve to be in power.
Wow. That's a different one.
Well, let's talk about it. People in power are rarely the types of people who deserve to be in power. Here's my thought on this one.
Go ahead. You go first.
For the longest time, we have given positions of chief executive officer, president, these lofty, incredible positions to men, primarily white men. By the way, love white men. I'm married to one. But what I will say is that this is true. And I think a lot of times people in power get there because there really hasn't been a lot of competition. I know I'm going to get some feedback from this, but hear me out. Now we are running in the same races.
We are.
So, there are women who are more qualified for positions, but because there are men on the board, they're not getting the position because it's a boys' club.
You're getting blocked.
And you're
much.
Getting blocked. Yeah. And that's the reason why I believe that, this is true. People in power are really the types of people who deserve to be in power. A lot of times these positions go to men because, their dad was the former blah, blah, blah of this company. Nepotism and all of these 100%. Things. So,
yeah, they're handed down. They're like passed down all these positions.
Absolutely. But I think that once you understand that that's what's happening, that's when you can begin to change it.
Yeah.
So there's a person who I follow. Her name is Melody Hobson. She's actually married to George Lucas.
Okay.
And she is she works in finance. And I just think that she's one of the brightest. If you can follow her on Instagram, she really is just so smart. And something that she has said too, like in the past, and I'm paraphrasing, so please don't quote me on this. But yeah, it talks about this where, if we want to change those positions, then we have to put our foot forward. It's kind of like the lean in situation,
that whole initiative. So, but things, I feel like things are changing so much. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was here last week, and she's one of those people that make me feel like it is changing.
Yes.
The face of the people that are in office is changing. It is shifting towards the people. And despite the fact that we have a president in office that puts in all his people, we're still out here, making a shift in the culture. And we're talking politics here, but I'll deviate a little bit more as far as like even corporate wise. Sometimes it is not even that it's handed to the person. Sometimes it's just that person doesn't even know how to be a leader, so it's like you have a person in power who doesn't deserve it. Why doesn't they? Yeah, they have accolades. Yeah, they have degrees, but are they a good leader?
Not necessarily.
Not exactly.
There are people who there are people who answer to somebody who's in power, and that person who is in power has never done any of the positions below them.
Ever. They cannot relate.
How do you explain that? You know what I mean? So that's where I think it's like, do they deserve to be there? Somebody thinks they deserve to be there, but
the big bosses,
you know what I mean?
But so that's where I don't know. I'm always for the people, and I love a boss that's been the people. Like let's say our boss Thea, she started as an intern,
started from the bottom.
She's been there. She can talk to mostly every person at any stage in their life. Working in radio, oh, you're a jock. Okay, I understand your struggle. Oh, you're a music. Okay, I understand your struggle.
Yeah.
But to come from like, oh, I've never worked in radio, but now I am this.
Yeah.
It's just like, how can you relate to
us?
But
that's the truth, though. People in power are really the types of people who deserve to be in power. There is a wonderful person. I don't know if you know him very well, but I came up with him here at when I was working at Z100. His name is Darren Pfeffer.
Okay.
He is now I don't even know what his title is. He's
some
like
big title, right?
The executive vice president of entertainment for Madison Square Garden, the greatest arena in the world.
At MSG.
Okay,
got it.
This dude started handing out stickers on the promotions team for Z100.
I respect that.
That is crazy respect to a guy like that. So when you see people like that come up, you're like, yes, I applaud you. You deserve
Versus
it.
My dad is the CEO of MSG and I got this job fresh out of college. I feel you.
There you go. So anyway, I thought those were interesting. And
those
I know
are interesting.
There are a lot of people who are, listening to us either at work or they're driving and they want us to keep them company. But when we saw this list, I was like, you know what? That is actually very helpful. And it's something to ponder and think about, like how can you incorporate some of these things into your everyday life? How can you be a little bit more of a networker, not like me?
Yes.
Maybe be a little more like Honey, But these are helpful things that I think that anybody could use, whether they're working in media or any other type of profession.
100%. That was a good, solid list.
Yeah, I
now
so.
I feel like being a better person today.
I know.
Wasn't on my agenda, but I'll work on it.
Yeah, we're making a change, everybody. Well, you can send us your emails, lifeandspanglishpodcast@gmail.com, and follow us on social.
I am Honey German on Instagram.
Yes, and I am at The Real Carolina, which, by the way, I was messed up on Instagram
what
last
happened
week. No,
now?
for real.
Oh, yeah. Carolina had drama with Instagram.
I had mad
She needed
drama
to talk to the
last
CEO
week.
last week, okay?
He did not take my call.
Charlamagne was with him. He needs to tell him to call you.
What? Charlamagne was with him?
Go on his Instagram. They were together. They took a picture. Hello.
You know what? Where's
he needs
my
to get me
brother
verified,
when I
and he
need
needs
him?
to fix your Instagram story situation.
So for real, you know what? My Instagram stories, they were stuck on a certain number from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. And that's rare. Trust me, I'm not one of those people that's
rare because people be stalking her.
Watching me. But it was just bizarre. And then I posted our Life in Spanglish video and I tagged you in it. And I asked you, is something up with Instagram because it wasn't showing up. Everything's fine. I'm not panicked.
She's going to survive this.
But I am at The Real Carolina. So make sure that you follow me there. And we'll be back next week with another awesome episode.
Yeah, make sure you subscribe too so that you can get that little alert boom, a new episode of Life in Spanglish has dropped. That's always good because you don't have to remember to go looking for it.
No, you have so many other things to remember.
The podcast app will just give you a reminder. At 5 stars, don't play.
You got to feed your kids.
You got to change diapers.
You got to do you got to vacuum.
You got to ride your man.
You don't want to have to. Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, you could do that too. But anyway, we'll be back next week. Thanks so much for joining us. That was good.